Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Even the Scales. Thank you very much for joining me. So I wanted to get on here and make a video right now to talk about the MK Ultra mind control that's being carried out on me in my community. I feel like it's necessary right now to talk about this as much as possible because it's just for my own personal safety because of what people are doing. So before I start, I'd just like to begin my messages today by acknowledging the Dharawal people, who are the original custodians of the land that I'm meeting with you all on today to bring these messages. I would also like to pay respects to elders past and present. I also extend my respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that are listening today. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, my whole community has been a part of carrying out MK Ultra mind control on me, which is basically a tactic that's used to carry out psychological torture to weaken a person. This has been being done on me for about the last 2 years, but it's been since last October that it's actually been very intense. So that was after I wrote a letter to the police actually to explain how I'd been treated by police in the past and how I hadn't received justice. So I want to talk about what it's like to be living in a day where this is being carried out on you. So it all starts at about 3 a.m. in the morning. I get up to go to the bathroom, and because I have a bug in my house that the police can listen to, they will send a trail bike around the street straight away. So that's the first thing I hear when I wake up is a trail bike. It's all part of, there goes one right now. Thank you. Yeah. And just before I got on here before, the police were also doing the same thing with their sirens. So yeah, they did it right now. So it's great that that happened on the video. And so yeah, that's in the early hours in the morning, and it's also the trains that are involved as well. The trains are very much involved. I don't live too far from the railway line, and they will just use their horns, like they'll toot their horns a lot, or they will send very noisy trains through the city. And it's they're using like any kind of transport that they can to make as much noise as possible. That's the whole point of doing this, and also to create as much pollution as possible. So yeah, I've had to adapt to what's going on. So I'll just put my earplugs in and listen to meditation music, so I don't have to listen to it. If it's happening through the day, I just put music on or something like that. So I've just had to adapt my life to deal with what's going on. So once I get up of a morning, the police will also start again with their sirens. They'll start stalking around the streets. They'll send cars up and down my street, noisy cars. And sometimes the traffic that's down on the bypass will be so loud that it will sound like a swarm of bees. It's so loud. And I've actually taped it a few times, and I've actually been recording a lot of what's been going on in the neighbourhood with this. And sometimes when I do that, like you'll hear the noise just stop out of nowhere. And that's because like these people are doing like really impulsive things, like they're not really thinking about what they're doing, like that person on the trail bike just then, like they just think they can do whatever they want. And you know, this is going to come to an end eventually, and these people are going to be held responsible for what they've done. So yeah, it starts off with the noisy traffic and stuff like that. And if I go for a walk or anything like that, they'll send people on foot to stalk me. They'll also send people in cars, and it's usually in cars that create a lot of pollution, because they know that's one thing that I really don't like. Like I do a lot for the environment myself. So this is something that they're doing to psychologically abuse me. One day I went for a walk and there was actually two police helicopters stalking me at once, circling me as I walked. My neighbours, a lot of my neighbours are involved in this, not all of them, but a lot of them are involved in this, and they're constantly trying to do things to get an emotional reaction out of me. So that's why it's a good thing that I'm making these videos, because it's just a good outlet for me to speak about these things and also to let others know what's going on. So some of the things that my neighbours have been doing to carry out psychological abuse are, like, they'll just send carloads of people around here to pull up out the front or out the back of my home and just be noisy, talk loud, slam the doors, just stupid stuff like that. Like, it's all pretty pointless, but it's all just to create distractions. The motorbike's still going around out there now just to try and make it hard for me to speak. Power tools have been another thing that these people use as weapons, like just to create noise pollution. And it's not just coming from one direction, it's something that's been going on in around every direction of my home. Surrounds me constantly, power tools. And it hasn't been quite so much lately, but there's still been at least 2 people using power tools throughout the day around here. And they go out of their way to do a lot of these things too, these neighbours. They're actually going out of their way. One of these neighbours has actually helped people break into my home while I wasn't here. They'll also set up scenarios with their family and friends just to make me feel like I have nobody, because that's part of the MK Ultra abuse, is to make me feel like I have absolutely no one. Like, I can't even turn to the police for help because they're abusing me as well. And my family are also involved in this. Everyone's been bribed. They've all been paid money to do this. So my family are all taking part in it. And it's because people know this, you know, they think they can just get away with anything. So yeah, they set things up with their family. Like, there was one scenario, they'll actually set up whole scenarios where on Father's Day, for instance, they set up a scenario where someone had their father helping them do something, and they also created a problem for me that was exactly the same problem as that person had their father helping them with, so that I would have no one to help me. So this is the kind of thing that they go out of their way to do. They'll actually call their family and friends in to help them from other neighbourhoods. So yeah, they've also tried to set me up to make it look like that I've committed a crime. I'm pretty sure they're working with the police to do that. Like, tried to collect fingerprints, things like that. And they also use their children a lot, because they know that's another thing that I stand for. I really care about the welfare of children, and I've actually seen people abuse their children around here to create noise. So it's the kind of thing that's going on. My neighbours have also made a lot of fake calls to the real estate about me, saying that I've done things that I haven't done. And there's also been a lot of really bad slander spread around about me, terrible lies. And they're not just little lies, they're actually really disgusting, horrible lies that they've spread around. When I go out to the shops and things like that as well, they'll also send people to stalk me. And it's not just 1 or 2 people, it's like hundreds of people. And they will send mothers and daughters towards me, a lot of mothers and daughters, and a lot of people with children, little children, grandmothers with little children, because they know my grandchildren aren't in my life at the moment. This is what they're trying to do, is just hurt me in that way. And sometimes, you know, I'll see grandmothers doing this, you know, and I just think, I can't believe that people that age are actually playing a part in doing something like this to another human being, but they are. And there was one incident there where I pulled out of the shops last week, and it was probably the police that set this up. Some of you probably already know that I've reported a pedophile to the police in my city, and the police did nothing about it. But the police did nothing about it just to psychologically abuse me, not for any other reason. And what they did last weekend was I pulled out of the shops, and they got this pedophile to walk across the road in front of my car so that I'd see him. So that, that was something else that they did. When I'm at the shops, they'll mock things. They'll get people to come up and walk close to me to mock things that I've done in my home, things that only people would know that have listened to me in my home. Every business that I've dealt with in the past 2 years has been a part of this. Whoever's organising this goes to every business that I've dealt with and has had them psychologically abuse me in one way or another. My car has also been tampered with, so I've actually been put in danger by some of these businesses because I've had work done on my car and I don't even know if the work's been done properly. I don't know if my car's been tampered with in ways where it's going to cause me danger in the future. I've just got to hope that it hasn't. So, yeah, these are just some of the things that go on in my day. And the whole point of this is for the community to create as much pollution to the environment as they possibly can. And that's because they know that I care about things like that. And they know that that's going to, psychologically hurt me. And the same goes with the children as well. So they're using children all the time to do this, to carry this out. And I also mentioned before that, I've heard somebody say in the past that, just used as a metaphor, like that people shit where they eat, like just use that as a metaphor. Well, that's how this town is right now. The residents of this town are actually destroying their own town for their own children and themselves. But they don't seem to care about that at all because they're also willing to take part in it. So obviously they're being paid from someone to do this. Some of them might just enjoy doing it, I don't know. But it's the police and the politicians of this town that are behind it all. And I live in Campbelltown, New South Wales, Australia. So I want to make that known as well. So yeah, I'm going to be getting on here and sharing as much as possible about what's been going on. As I said, I have to do this for my own safety, just to stay safe. So I want to thank you all for listening, and I'll talk to you on the next video. God bless. Bye for now.